Hey, everybody, welcome. It is a wonderful day today. I'm not going to tell you what day it is. I'm going to keep you guessing. We are here with the mighty Amy Spoelstra,
Woohoo!
one of the most, one of my favorite Mile High speakers, one of my favorite ladies in chiropractic. And the ladies are killing it this year in the Olympics. If Amy was in the chiropractic Olympics, she would be on the podium. Let me tell you that right now.
Okay.
So Mile High 12, it's coming up September 26th through 29th. If you have not registered, you are risking things, very important things in your life. You need to get on it and register at milehighchiro.org. But enough of that. This wonderful person I've had the privilege to know over the years, and I've seen her just crush it all across the board in chiropractic, in her office, teaching amazing technique things, advancing the profession, donating to the profession, showing up to things like Mile High. Without further ado, I want you to listen and learn and open your hearts to Dr. Amy Spoelstra.
Oh man, you make me blush. Chiropractic Olympics, wouldn't that be fun?
Wouldn't it?
I've been loving watching the Olympics myself. I
Me too.
love it.
Me too.
Yeah, it's great. So happy to be here yet again. I love this event. I love Danny and Michelle. I love the whole team. You guys are all so great. And yeah, I sadly could not make it last year because of a schedule conflict. And let
Oh,
me tell you, I had FOMO. I was
FOMO.
so sad. And so many of my friends and mentors were there, like everybody was there last year. And I was like, I will not miss this again. And so I'm just really excited to be coming, and having the opportunity to share is always great. But not the reason I'm coming. I'm coming because I want to be there. So I hope
Oh,
we'll see you all there too.
Amy, you're so great. I love it. You're one of my favorite people to see on stage at Mile High, not just what you deliver, and you deliver some quality stuff. And I love the whole branch of the importance of neurology, and especially on the little ones' brains and how we can serve them. You're crushing it there. I love seeing you on that stage, but I also love being able to talk to you off the stage. Some great memories of mine are from with you and Sean and Lacey and Tristan, just powerhouses and just chatting, which is one thing I will tell everybody now too. Seriously, register and get your hotel room because they do fill up. And part of the Mile High experience is you really want to be there and be around all these amazing speakers and just participants or other great doctors. Just because they're not on stage, they're just great doctors. You want to introduce yourself, you want to chat with them, get their little pearls of wisdom. But absolutely, I'm so glad you're going to be there. You're one of my faves, as I keep saying.
Thank
Um,
you. Yeah, you know that what you just said, I just
yeah.
want to share a little story. When I was first in practice, we're out, we leave the like chiropractic bubble of school where we have this great community and people are, on the same path and thinking the same way and on fire and, purpose driven. And then we go out, and so often we're in these we become isolated because we're in
Yeah.
our practices, and it becomes like it was a team sport and now it's like an individual sport, right?
Yeah.
And the reality of like, oh, not everybody in my community thinks the same way as me, and how do I communicate that, and how do I maintain my own identity and resilience and understanding of philosophy and not compromise myself and my practice and all the things. And one of the things really early on in practice, I've been in practice 17 years now, but the one of the early things in the first few years that I found was I had to get around chiropractors. I had to at least
Mm.
once or twice a year. I would go to like clinical seminars and things like that, but I had to get around other chiropractors. I had to kind of get in that bubble, and we hear this thing like get dipped in it, but just get in that energy, get with our people. And even my husband, who's not a chiropractor, would say to me, after it'd been a little while, he'd go, I'm noticing like you're stressing more, you're this or that. He's like, I think you need to go to a seminar. And I started going to Billy DeMoss's Cal Jam. I started going to that. And the first like 3 times I went, I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anybody who was going. I didn't know anybody when I got there. I kind of met people, but I was like nervous to be there because I
Uh,
am like, don't know anybody. but I still went and I still got what I was looking for, and I got in that community. So I just wanted to say that because sometimes we forget the importance of that. And
Mhm.
sometimes people might be out there listening to this going, well, I'm not in that group. I'm not in that clique, or I don't know a bunch of
Right.
people there. And I'm telling you, this is a really good one to come to just start to develop a community. And if you're coming or you're thinking about it and you don't know anybody, come find me. I'll be your friend there this weekend, that weekend.
You're so awesome. Those are really good words. That's true for me and my journey in chiropractic too. The value is really important. And also, please bring your team.
Yeah.
It's not a just you. You can't carry all that back to your office with you on Monday and try to like explain it. And Danny and Rochelle do a great job of having breakouts for the CAs, having breakouts for the your associate docs, and like it's for everyone for sure. Amy, tell me, share with us and the viewers, what's been on your heart these days about chiropractic or the chiropractic profession or patients or on what's on your mind these days?
Well, I am um, constantly talking about and thinking about this concept of we're really in an era of a new family practice. And what I mean by that is that typically, and even before COVID, this was starting to happen for sure, but after COVID, we really saw a huge change with this, which is before in our practices, like historically, we would find the people that would come to us, the majority of them that would be open to our message, looking for what we do, looking for our form of contribution to their expression of life and their family's expression of life is, we kind of shared a paradigm with them. We kind of saw the world in the same way. And while they might not have understood or utilized our services, chiropractic philosophy, all of that before, when we started to explain it to them, they were like, that makes sense. That resonates with me, because they were the people, I called them like the low hanging fruit. They were like the people that were like, yeah, less is more, less invasive first, natural before surgeries and medications. There's a time and a place, but like these are the people that historically would be open to our message. And then like the every once in a while person would come in and go like, I'm not in this paradigm at all, but here I am. But now we have a really different demographic of people in our communities looking for help, and specifically in the pediatric and mental health and neurodevelopmental communities, because we have an explosion, unfortunately, of kids and adults, but of kids struggling with engaging, connecting, learning, self-regulation in efficient, healthy ways. So behavioral learning, socialization, developmental challenges, the statistics are just like massively exploding. And
Right.
they were, if you've been around my camp for a long time, even before COVID, we were talking about this. But then COVID happened and we were like, get ready. There is going to
Right.
be a massive increase in kids and families that are looking for services. Now we have multiple problems with that. And opportunities, right?
Mm,
One is we have all these families that are searching for solutions. The other challenge is we have all these families that are searching for solutions, and the typical traditional uh, modalities and solutions that they would go to, like they're on long wait lists. They're on like
right.
2-year wait lists to get the services that these families in your community would think this is the next step. And people are COVID time, more people started questioning and being open to other
Mm,
opportunities. Of thinking. So what we have now is we have not just kind of the low hanging fruit that we shared a worldview or a paradigm with how we looked at things. So our message communicated in this specific way that we've always communicated it made sense immediately to them. Now we have people who are saying, I have a challenge. I need another perspective because I don't have services for my kids. Um, or I'm open to it because I'm looking at things differently, but I don't really share your paradigm fully.
right.
So we have these people, we have a massive opportunity to learn to lead with the brain, to make the case for what we do and how we support and help the developmental trajectory of these children. But we have to know how to create a safe place for these families, how to communicate with them, how to clinically
Mm,
work with them, get the results, of course, by leading with the brain. And we can do all of that and not compromise our philosophy, our art, or our science. We can
Mhm.
do it by staying congruent in those three pillars and that three-legged stool. We really can, but we have to do that by one, knowing who the demographic is out there and taking our heads out of the sand and going like, oh, this is a
Right.
reality that we're living with now in our communities, and learning how to lead with the brain, how to make a safe place, how to communicate to make the case for what we do. What we see in the pediatrics is people are going, hey, we have these big problems. And so I just want to communicate the same way I always have, or I don't want to know
Right.
more about these challenges because I just want to correct subluxation. And I'm saying you can just correct subluxation, have a massive impact on the developing brain, but know more about neurodevelopment, know more about what to look for on your exams and re-exams, make the case by leading with the brain to make the case for what we do when we correct subluxation.
Wow.
This is what I'm all about. This is what I think about. This is what I teach on. This is what I'm all about every day. This is what I do in practice. This is what I'm here for.
Amy, I love it. Oh my gosh. I love how you just put that into the words. That helped me a lot. That connected what I've been experiencing here in my office. I absolutely love it. I can't wait to hear you unpack, maybe, hopefully you'll share a little bit of that at
I'm
this.
going to talk all about that.
Woohoo! I love it. So, oh, I'm so excited for you to really kind of go into that, really, like I said, unpack that.
Yeah.
What kind of words would you have for anybody who's on the fence about, I don't know, Mile High, should I go? I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, well, just kind of going back to the two topics we just talked about, and that is especially after COVID. And I mean, I feel it even in myself. And I'm more of a introverted person myself, to be quite honest. So I lean towards, yeah, I'm happy just working in my
Mm,
home and in my office and doing my thing. But what we know is that community and getting connected and getting in that room and being immersed in that frequency and in the energy and with other people that are going to help bring you up, and match you and just fill you. And I think that is something that I always have to, again, like I always said, my husband would say to me, hey, I think it's time for you to get to a seminar or something. And it wasn't, and really what it was about was finding that community and that connection and just kind of recharging myself. And in the beginning of my career, I thought that was kind of cheesy. And then I realized like, it's really true. And then if
Yeah.
you can learn on top of that, which we have this great opportunity. We have some great speakers at this event. I'm excited to learn from them. Um, it's like, it's an easy one to get to. It's an easy location to get to.
Mm.
And it's really important for all of those reasons. So if you're on the fence, I would say that's probably, you telling yourself you should probably get there.
Oh, I love it. You heard it right from the neuro bombshell, Amy Spoelstra. I can't wait to see you. And it's right around the corner. Holy
Yeah.
cow. So again, everyone, if you haven't registered, milehighchiro.org, September 26th through 29th at the Delta Hotel, just outside of Denver. Make sure you get on that quick lickety split, and we'll see you all there. Amy, thanks for spending your time with us this morning. I'm so excited to let more people meet you and to also hear you this coming up Mile High.
Awesome. I'm excited too. Thank you.
You got it. We'll see you there, everybody.